Okay, welcome y'all. I'm gonna make me a pot roast today. My friends Bob and Florence bought me a crock pot and I'm gonna make a pot roast today. So okay, now I've prepared the stuff for the pot roast. I've got my onion soup. I've cut up my vegetables. I've got onions, potatoes, carrots in there, and then I cut in some celery, and then I cut my pot roast so that it's about an inch and a half thick. I got me some chicken broth. They recommend that you use beef broth for this, so I'm gonna put the chicken broth in and then add a spoonful of the beef base. So okay, well I'll get out the Instant Pot and put it together and then take a picture before I close it up. So I'm going to build it now and I'll show you how I load it in the Instant Pot. First I'm going to put me some olive oil in here. Put the meat on the bottom. And then I'm going to put this onion mix. I guess I'll have to cut it on the scissors first. So she said to sprinkle this on the bottom. And there's the onion mix. Okay. Then I'm going to put the onions right on top of the meat. Put the carrots and the rest that's in the pot here. Now this is going to be just a hair over full. The line is right about here, so it's going to be pretty full. Then what I'm going to do is put the broth in here. Like I say, now this is chicken broth. So I'm going to put two cups of broth. If I would have had this stuff, I would have recommended you put beef broth in there. So I'm going to stir this up. Probably be better if this was hot. Okay, now I've dissolved my bouillon in the chicken broth, and so I'm going to pour that over everything. 2 cups. They say that you always need at least a half a cup or a cup, and for most things about 2 cups. He said if you put any more than that, it will slow it up. So, because there's so much water to heat. So at any rate, there I put that in. And then I'm going to put my lid on. There it goes. Of course, you turn it till it latches. And then you set it on sealing. Then I'm going to set it to pressure cook, and they said to cook this about an hour, so I'm going to increase it till it gets to an hour. There we go. And it should, what it will do is come on, and then heat this up, and then it will cook for an hour. And then since I got it on the sealing, I'm going to let it turn off, and then it will start counting up for me and let me know how many minutes that it has taken to come down in pressure. So she said about 15 minutes, and then I can vent it myself and take it off. So we're all ready to go. We'll see what happens. Well, the pot beeped about 5 minutes ago, so it says LO05, which means it's cooling off. So when it gets down to 15, well, I'll depressurize it and take out the food. I just opened the vent here. You turn that like that. It was 15 minutes left on the deal. Still had quite a bit of pressure left in it. So as soon as that gets done venting, why, I'll take the stuff out. Okay, I just opened up the lid, and as you can see, it's got a neat hanger on the side to put the lid on, and so it's looking pretty good right there. So I'm going to dish it up and see what we got. Well, here it is. I've got everything but the juice out of there. I got my meat and my vegetables there, and everything's real tender. I mean, it is fork tender. Okay, this is my final conclusion. The pot is really nice. It's more like a digital pressure cooker, which the computer on the front automatically times the heat cycle, then turns the unit on to whatever length that you want it to cook. And then as soon as that cycle's done, it switches to the cool off period, and it starts counting up there. So if it says like 15 minutes, you know that it's been out of the steam cycle for 15 minutes. The food was really good. It was the most tender pot roast I've ever eaten, and everything really cooked good. And that's my review.